Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 and this Prussian campaign. Given the kind of extraordinary victory, no, that's not what I was gonna say. The extraordinary luck I had in the last video of actually being able to achieve what I wanted, even though I was cheesing it. So I kind of got expired. Yes, I kind of got expired. The best before date went out. No, I was inspired to continue, and directly after recording this video. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this army right here, and we're gonna bring it over and smite the rebels. That's not the way. We want to go the quickest route, but I want to fight this army, so we're gonna go this way and then strike them. I really don't want to fight this. I want to continue, so given that it's so good, we're gonna go ahead and out-resolve this one. 500 soldiers though, and we didn't even achieve complete success. God awful. I'm gonna strike this guy. And I just have enough to get back here to get good replenishment. Command attacking on land, very good. Did I actually send this guy down? Yes. So also, since last time, I've fiddled around a little bit more, and I managed to get trade with those two nations, Napoli and Portugal. I gave them shitloads of technology. And I'd also traded some technology with England. So at this point I might actually be able to recruit some simple warships, yes. So the brig and the sloop, but they're both capped at 3 each. So naval power, Prussia is not. I wonder... You know what, we are close enough to support this in case the rebels would go ahead and strike and we would be able to smite them. I'm not so sure about if the French would attack. However, I think that the French might realize that they're in a bad spot and that they need to deal with their flank. Most likely, given the... see how much the French dislike the new Kingdom of Holland, they might very well go ahead and attack them. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn and see if they actually do. Ah, you know what? Suddenly I'm not actually able to support them, which, I mean, if I was I would load the save and move these troops out of there, but no. Well, there's no point in fighting this. I don't think we have much of a chance of dealing with these. I mean, they're kind of broken down, and I do have canister, but they're spread out. You know what? I'm gonna try it. If it goes well, I'll show you when it goes well. If it went bad, I'll just cut this out. With that said, let's go ahead and try and defeat this rebel force. Right, so I want to give you an update on how the battle is going. So far, it's gone about, 27 minutes of this battle, and the enemy has yet to show themselves. So it looks like I'm going to be able to cheese this battle without actually trying to cheese the battle. I'll keep you posted though. It might be that they decide to spring an attack at the end. The AI might be just hiding the troops all around me, ready to strike just when I'm unaware. We'll see though. We'll see how this goes. And with 1 second left to go, the rebels, the revolutionaries have yet to show themselves. And we're about to win any second now. Heroic victory! Nothing was absolutely done throughout the entire battle. Wonderful. Not a single man lost on either side and no one killed. And the rebels were pushed away. The only thing that happened was we built military academy in Brandenburg, court of justice in Warsaw, supply in Potsdam. Very good. So we're trying to build up the staff college to the point where my missions, I get 2,000 gold for that, and mass mobilization I get 2,000. Mass mobilization, I need national census, so that's pretty close. I can actually go ahead and spend the money. I wonder though if it might be better to spend that on other stuff. So the French have actually set up and they're not moving. Looks as though the French have, in fact, I was about to say they've not actually gone ahead and declared war on the Dutch as of yet. They have actually started trade with them. And this army has not progressed further forward. And there's seemingly no supply on the way to them. And we do have a very tempting target over here. If I can strike and release this nation as well, that's a pretty big blow to the French. And we push very close. Too close, I'd say. Probably for the French. To their capital. We're going to go ahead and strike out the rebels now. And you're gone. We're gonna... we're not able to move into the high replenishment area. What we're gonna do then is, what units are not able to move? I think it's just the fact that the cannons are not able. So the cannons will move to the town. And the general can move across. And he can actually bring this cannon and the units inside with him. And then he'll be just on the border, ready to protect if necessary. And I can go ahead and get tax from this region. We might be able to... No, we're not getting tax from this region just yet. You know what? I am gonna build this place. And I guess what I need to do is possibly build up the roads, but also kind of drill schools up closer to the front. I'm gonna wonder... I mean, we move a lot of troops through this, or it's going to, and it's a very long province. So building roads here might be the better choice. No one else I can trade with. No one's that figure out any technologies I want. Austria, you got anything? Ooh, they've got joint stock company. That's pretty good. But I won't be able to trade it with them because I don't really have anything to trade. We're gonna go ahead and end turn, and then I will decide whether Prussia will attack, take back this region, which is actually now more heavily garrisoned than this region, or if we will attack here. But before that, let's end turn. And the intellectual advance has been achieved, the national census. Troops recruited in Hanover. We built a merchant house in Poland and a supply house up here, which means we're gonna get some sweet supplies. And at this point, we're getting tons of cash each turn. 9,300. Can I go ahead and... still a bit unhappy here. Might want to build a grand opera house to keep them down. You know what? That gives 2. This one gives 3. And it gives me the ability to increase or buy a lot of extra special units in this region. And this just gives... This actually gives me 5. So that will be even better in terms of that, but I need troops, so we're gonna build that, and the rest we're gonna use to recruit troops. This region is kinda safe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use these reserve musketeers. I'm gonna move those two together, so we're gonna have those two move in, and we're gonna take the cannons with us. So we got that under control, we got this under control. I don't think we need those guys over there, so we're gonna move them over. Specific region, specific troops. We're gonna move to... No, we're gonna still be here, because I'm still thinking the French might go for this. The French have reinforced this region, but they haven't reinforced this one, and if I release this as its own nation, Belgium will actually be able to block the French from resupplying or reinforcing this region, and it's got a pretty low resupply rate. So it's a wonderful target, really. I'm just going to go ahead and check what they've got down this road. They've got a lot, and we've got Marshal Ney down here. But with that said, Prussia will strike against Brussels and will release, hopefully release, Belgium. There's a lot of enemy troops. 4,500 enemies. They don't have any cannons though, and they lack cavalry. So we do have those advantages, and without further ado, let's go ahead and strike the enemy. Right, and here we have the battlefield in front of us, and actually not in front of us, below us. It's a rather interesting one, because the town they're defending is up on a hill. And we've only really got two ample areas to attack, one of which is over there, and the other one is over here, and we've got a large forest in front of us here. What I'm planning on doing is we've got 2 units of cavalry here and 1 infantry brigade and 1 12-pounder cannon, which will try to make their way up here. But most of the force is over here, so we got 2 infantry brigades. Did I call this a battalion? There's a brigade, of course. So 2 infantry brigades, and then 2 smaller units of sharpshooters, and there's also a unit of pioneers there. I don't know if I'll use them. We got the 12-pounder cannon and the cavalry over here, hussar and dragoon. The other 2 over here is lancers. But if we close in then on the actual region to take a look at how it actually looks here, you can see that it's a plateau, impossible terrain, and then we've got 2 access points up to it. I'm gonna make this my main attack. I'm pretty sure I have played this map before. I remember quite distinctly playing this one in one of the World War I campaigns I did. With that said, let's go ahead and start this, shall we? First things first, I'm gonna get the Jaegers to advance up to the edge, and they're gonna be joined by the pioneers. Not that I know why I'm sending them up there. This infantry brigade consists of 1 infantry unit and 2 grenadiers, as the strongest one moving up there. We're gonna have the 12-pounder. We're gonna see about trying to roll it up the hill. We're gonna have this infantry brigade follow. Cavalry. Got another access point over here, but that was too far of a wide angle for me, I think, to move a substantial force. We're gonna have the cannons and this infantry brigade moving up. So this one, since it's this quite far from the rest of our army, I've decided to put the veteran musketeers together with 1 normal. I think no, we can't come around there, so we'll have. I guess the cavalry will try to get in through there. Blucher, right now we'll station him in the center just so he can. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to go around there because the hussars decide they're gonna just steamroll up here. Jesus Christ. What is this? That must be more or less all the French troops, besides some sappers, which are turning up from over here. Right, I want the Jaegers to hold fire. They're gonna sit in that forest over there, but they're gonna hold fire. We're not gonna try to get these guys online, as it were, until I get my cannons close enough. So we're gonna hold fire. We're just gonna move pretty close. General is definitely needed over here, as I think we'll be able to safely cross up here. Oh, we've got a charge of some sort. The sappers. There's a lot of sappers. And they've marched into our flank over there. We're gonna have to fall back, and I'm gonna put my sappers on this side. We're gonna get this cannon somewhere over here, and the infantry brigade will move into columns, moving this way. Same with the cavalry now moving this way. Let's try to keep track of where the Prussians, I mean the French are. So they still haven't really deployed all their forces as yet, which I'm glad. There's a little bit of fighting in the forest. Most of the bullets here will be soaked up by the forest. French are really close here. Pioneer Company, you are free to engage. Oh, they're gonna place spikes in the forest for some reason. There's a slope. It slopes upwards. So I think we get canister roughly to here, where I think it kind of crests. And I won't be able to move the cannon into position where I can hit these guys from a good angle. So I think we will hold the cannon there. Maybe move it a little bit forward. My cavalry over here will be moved to stage behind the forest, and also the forest is kind of on a ridge as well, so they'll be slightly hidden. Let's stop my infantry brigade from marching too close. They're gonna be going in from here, and then the lancers will have one on this side, the other one on that side. And we'll have the cannon, which got pretty good view from over here, being able to shoot at the enemy. Armed citizenry is joining in this fight. So far, none of our men has been shot, but the French have lost some men, which is good. And I'm not entirely sure why they're not deploying all of the men. This would be far enough into the campaign that they wouldn't really suffer these kinds of problems, would they? How far forward can we fire? We would have to march a bit up. I think we're going to march a little bit closer, just to get that sweet canister straight into them. The infantry will follow. Go real close. General bringing up the support. This one will actually be firing round shot, given that it's far away enough from these. Or maybe I will move them even closer. This one and its canister is actually within reach of the enemy. So as it's in position now, I'll deploy it. We'll tell it to hold fire. The unit will move just so that it's not in the way of catching any of that flak. This cannon will move forward together with this infantry brigade. to about here. And then switch to canister. Oh, we've lost 2 men in that unit. And we've lost 10 out of the pioneers. Let's see, these guys are not within musket range. Neither is this, but I'm gonna tell them to open fire at this point, and we're gonna start up with the cannon. And this cannon will probably be, yeah, it will be also be in range. Gonna see these guys not interested in shooting right now. Now they are though. So we kind of lob the shots into the French, and now they've woken up. And they stream forwards into battle. As I want to drag the enemy towards the cannons, we're gonna retreat these further back into the forest. Got musket fire going through there. And the cannons, they keep ripping up these guys. I'm just gonna have these dragoons go straight into this armed citizenry and get rid of them. We've got canister coming in through here, blasting up this unit. We still have these lobbing into this crap unit. And just as we reach the crest, I'm not too worried since it's just armed citizenry. Should be able to quite quickly sweep through them without much ado, which we do. 2 men lost, and we swiftly just cut them all down. French moving over here gets swarmed by canister. The dragoons will retire as they did their job, got rid of that unit, which threatened the cavalry. This infantry brigade is holding on, and thanks a lot to the 12-pounder cannons, which are spraying the enemy. The French are in complete disarray. Well, I guess most of these are actually Belgian troops. Belgian grenadiers and legion and whatnot. They're making their way directly towards the cannon. They're all over the place. Oh, one of our units is running. Did it get charged? Ah, yes, it's the light. There was a larger unit in there. A light infantry unit. You will hold, and oh, cavalry will retire a bit because there's now there's an actual unit attacking. Oh, boom! And you will fire, maybe, as the French retreat. We've got a French unit all the way out here, which I don't get. I think what I can do is I can attack this one from multiple angles, given that this guy is not going to be able to support. I'm hoping these guys are going to turn. As the dragoons. Yes! Dragoons will go for these. The hussars will go for these, as they will hit them in the flank, and these guys will hit this one before it's able to properly organize itself.
Our general is under attack.
Infantry brigades are holding on. My Jaegers still holding their position. These units over here. This infantry brigade needs to move up though. Cavalry unit. Let's have the lancers tag on to that. Dragoon unit. It's a Belgian unit. We're gonna have the infantry brigade turn to face this, because I'm pretty sure the canister unit will hold on its own. My cavalry kind of got stuck here, as the Belgians are actually posing a bit of resistance. I'm still pretty confident that we'll break through. Looks like the Hussars are not so confident in their task though. They might actually break, but I think my Dragoons will complete their task. You know what? What if I do this?
Our men are running, sir.
Well, everyone kind of broke except the Hussars, which were the ones that I thought would break. Enemy general, or enemy commander, was killed in the Lancer charge. Ooh, we just hit our own unit there with a bit of canister, which means that I need to reset these guys. And also I kind of note that an enemy unit is passing very close by over there. I want this Landwehr Lancer to make sure these guys don't come back. And I don't think these guys can come back, so we'll set these guys up here. The Hussars has gone through everything over there, and now it's just garrison, which we could probably get through if we're able to attack from the flank. Okay, my infantry over here is not actually doing that hot. It's the normal line infantry. They will retire, and I hope that we can put more pressure on the enemy through the canister. And I also note that the French have completely kind of taken over the forest, and I'm gonna allow them to, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to hold
Our
that.
men are running, sir.
Who is running? Oh, the Landwehr Lancers, for some reason, decided that we're gonna leave. And as they're leaving, they're gonna ride straight over the bomb, which kills tons! Jesus Christ, they lost loads through that. We'll have these, which I'm guessing just by the name that they're a Polish Lancer unit. Gonna have them go ahead and charge down the Belgian garrison. I kind of forgot about the Hussars. And I kind of forgot about my Dragoons, which I was moving forward over there. I'm hoping they might actually retreat. I'm hoping I can get these to reform. Shit. Okay, we're not gonna charge them there. My Lancer was successful here. He will continue through. The infantry brigade will continue through. Actually not.
Our men are running, sir.
We've got one enemy, so we're gonna set up to deal with him. Hussars coming in from the back will now attack the enemy here. Got massive amount of armed citizen retreating as my canister dealt with them. Okay, they're tired, and yeah, that charge didn't work, and all my cavalry is now gone. How's it going over in the forest? I do have loads of canister being pushed in here, and other stuff. The enemy is kind of doing a push here on the right. But I don't think they will be that successful. And they're still pushing here, which I definitely don't like. As we're oh shit, we've lost a lot on this side. We're continuously forced to back up over here. Let's see what this cannon's doing. I'm hoping. Oh shit, It's actually turned towards these
Our
idiots.
men are running, sir.
The hussars are back. Furthest unit on that side has broken. A cavalry unit is back, and that's good news. Guess I can send them into the forest, but there's so many spikes and shits there. What I'm just hoping is that we can get rid of this one. You know what? Round shot. Aid there. Hussars will move there. Finally, with that, this one will go and join this. General will rally. Shit, they're outflanking us. I'm definitely gonna need some aid over here.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, we got another unit running? Oh, you came back and then ran again? Well, I don't know why you felt the need to tell me that. One veteran will stay, the other two... because I need aid so badly over here. I'm gonna have the hussars go through all of this. Hopefully. Line infantry march back. What do we have that gave way here? Prussian grenadiers. Oh, it's the French light infantry, isn't it? But in this case, the Belgians. This was a tougher cookie to break than we first anticipated. Just with the enemy moving as they did. Wait. Oh yeah, the two. I thought it was one of the infantry units that gave way. I want round shots on this idiot. We charged away those light. Now there's just some armed citizenry and sappers. However, I want the grenadiers to deal with this side first. Ooh. We almost broke it from the center over there. Just everything just went straight through. My two infantries will try to intercept these guys, the grenadiers. The veterans are dealing with the Belgians over there. My grenadiers will turn on to these guys later on. But you might as well fall back. Go. Good flank. Canister should be going this way. Should deal with them. 2 units on that will do fine. Dealing with that one. Oh. Cavalry's back. See if we can try to get these guys out of here. And in some way or another deal with this unit. I'm gonna have you march there, and then I'm gonna have you march over there. It's actually taking quite a while to deal with this garrison unit. With that one, and now there's only one guy over here. Which should have been blasted away a long time ago. Do you want to fire or not? Nope. Well, then they are gone. Means that we can focus in on the forest. Try to get rid of that. Oh, you have a unit in there. It will be hit from 3 angles though. There's 2 units in the forest. voltigeurs, and some armed citizenry. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to deal with that.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running now? One of the units that was stationed here. I will be able to attack the enemy here from two sides though. So we got that guy over there, and I've got one moving in over here, which set out in between the houses there. These guys will hold. It's one of the veteran musketeers, so I think we got a pretty good chance. A cannon, round shot, possibly. Once the other veteran unit opens up fire, I think we'll see some difference in the tune for this guy. Yeah, it's kind of breaking apart. The guys in the forest decided to make a haphazard charge, and now the only thing is left is that voltigier unit, which I should be able to deal with. Have both the grenadiers march in and kill them. Gonna have the general go ahead and join over here. Did that unit leave, or what happened here? I want the hussars to cross, or the lancers to cross over the hill. We had one enemy unit over here. I don't know what happened to them. Oh, there they are. Okay, now you will go through and fire from the other side instead. And you will come across the fence over there. General will join in. You will attack from over here. I don't think that might be necessary though. The lancers coming in from the back might be enough. The
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, it wasn't actually a grenadier unit. One of them was just a musket unit. The grenadiers successfully charged them out. And that forest should be clear. So now it's just this unit, the 56th. La Bourbon. Belgian bastards. And rally. And then we'll have my Polish lances charge in and get these guys. Polish lancers not that happy with their prospects here, actually. But while the enemy is occupied from the back, I will have my infantry storm forward, followed by the general. The two veteran musketeers. And let's charge them. Ah, shit. Well, they might have bought the veterans a bit of time, but that charge did not go well. Okay, if you could fire first, you've got the yes. While the enemy decides to clump up in the middle, and they're gone. And the French have lost. We are victorious. I definitely lost a lot more men than I thought I would, especially given the starting position that the French had when they just had everything clumped here. Shouldn't have let them go into the forest. The light troops should not have been stationed to take the forest. I never thought they were going to move that hard on that forest. I should have place the Grenadier Infantry Brigade to shore up there. It was stupid, because if they had come into that flank, of course they would have been able to soak up a lot of bullets, canister and so forth. So really, in both senses, letting them take both the forests was stupid in that sense. And also, I wasn't quick to... I should have probably split up the infantry brigade on this side to kind of have maybe 2 move into the town to cover them, as a lot of their units filtered into here. And then have 1 maybe move there. And then, yeah. Stuff to think about. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this and go back to the campaign map. We lost about half the force. 1,600 men out of our 3,000 men force. The enemy lost everything though. Seems like we might have... I don't know if we had a full stack. We might have lost a unit. But I'm not entirely sure what unit we lost. Did we lose one? It says remaining very few. No, I guess we didn't have a complete full stack, because I can't see anyone that has like no one left. Highest kills obviously go to the 2 cannons, because canister ruled the day, killing almost what, 1,200 of the enemy. Then dragoons did a lot, and the grenadier, musket, but veteran musketeers, guard Jaegers actually got a lot, which I was surprised, because I don't really like the Jaegers. They usually didn't actually do that much. And boom. And with that, we're not gonna... If I hold it, the French will swarm it. So we'll liberate it. And we've created another small country. Belgique. We'll go ahead and set up trade and so forth with them if I cannot. The ports in your home region. God damn it, we just made a trading nation for someone else. It's because I only have 1 port though. I have a single port. We definitely need to upgrade that then, if I'm gonna continue creating all these small crap countries. Anyways, with that, you know, look at that. We pushed away all the French troops who are coming to support this one. So now these guys are isolated. And now they will be stuck in between 2 of my armies. I don't know how long Belgium will survive as its own nation, but you can dream, can you not? And at some point we'll hope to set up trade with them. With that said, however, and looking at the time, it's time to end this. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!